After the amazing time that I had with Secret Santa, I thought I'd keep with the theme and watch another Christmas-themed slasher. This one is All Through the House. It is about a girl who returns home from college to find her town being terrorized by a Santa costume-wearing killer. The basic premise of the movie, a synopsis, a spoiler-free synopsis, is just that simple. I mean, it's very, very basic. Towards the end, they try to get more in depth with the storyline and the reveal and whatnot. They kind of almost go in a sleepaway camp direction. But anyway, let's get into the things I liked about this movie. First off, I think that the look of the killer was very cool. I thought the mask was creepy. I just genuinely enjoyed the overall appearance of the killer. I thought it worked and it was effective. The gore was pretty good. I mean, considering it's a lower budget. I don't know exactly how low it is, but it looks good. So I'm guessing it's a little higher, but still probably, under 100,000 easily. And all the kills are done on screen, like every single one of them. So thank you for that. That is always awesome. A lot of dicks get cut off in this movie, which I thought was pretty funny. There's this death. There's this wheelchair death. That whole scene just made me laugh way more than it should have. It's how ridiculous it looks. You have to see it to see what I mean, but man, it just made me laugh. Honestly, that's pretty much all I have good to say about the movie. And that, those things alone made it watchable. But unfortunately, the acting, the dialogue, pretty much everything else was just not all that great. I didn't find enjoyment in it. I didn't find myself laughing very much at any of the humor outside of, some of the things I just previously mentioned. I never found the dialogue to be clever or interesting, or, it never captured my attention. I seriously sat there the whole time, like, trying so hard not to look at my phone because I was getting bored. I was just waiting for another kill to happen. It was kind of just like, all right, get to the next kill. At the very end, when they're trying to start to get into the explanation, I feel like if the rest of the film had been interesting, if there was more intrigue, if there was characters I gave a shit about, or dialogue that was well written, or even if the dialogue wasn't great in the actors, or were delivering it well enough, maybe I would have been invested to the point when the reveals were happening, and it didn't hit. And I feel like the ending could have been good, because they definitely put a decent amount of thought into it and really wrote it up. And it's kind of a little bit of a shame, because the rest of the movie just had me not interested in it all. So it's kind of like, oh, and there's a reveal of, what's going on with the killer and how they became the way they are and this and that. But by that point, as I said, I just didn't give a shit. So it kind of was just lost on me, which is it's a bummer. There's a scene in the movie where we always explain jump scares as like throwing a black cat at the screen, and they literally do that in this movie. There's a literal black cat jump scare. I haven't seen one of those in ages. And as I said, the acting was bad, but the main character's grandma was the fucking worst. She was so bad. Oh, every time she was on screen, I was just like, please stop. I don't really honestly have a ton to say about this. I think that I think that if you're like a hardcore slasher fan, it definitely is trying to have that 80s slasher feel to it. But unfortunately, I've said this, I just was pretty much bored. I think you can watch it for the kills. Um, some of the girls are cute. You see a pair of boobs once, they're fine. I don't know. I was just pretty bored with the movie. I know this isn't the greatest review, but it wasn't the greatest movie. So I don't really have a ton to say about it other than only watch this if you're super into slashers. But who knows? I mean, maybe you dig it. It didn't do a whole lot for me. So, and my bar was pretty high after watching Secret Santa, which I just thought was fan-fucking-tastic. And if you're going to watch either of the two, like you're in the mood for a Christmas slasher, that is 100 times better. So definitely check out this one. Or that one. And this one, you can watch it if you absolutely need to knock out all holiday slashers. All right.